All right, time for the NFL Australia Week 12 Power Rankings. We're starting at the bottom. Starting at the bottom now, we're here because you can't watch these teams anymore. They're utter butt. They're utter butt. They look like butt. They smell like butt. These teams are butt. The New York Jets. But Aaron Rodgers should have been vice president. Like, what is he doing? What a horrible decision he's made to go and play football instead of, being second in charge of the United States. You really cooked that one, Aaron. I'm smarter than everybody. Not anymore, idiot. The Cleveland Browns. Oh, they were fun for a little bit. Jameis still kind of makes them fun, but they are still very utter butt. The Jags are probably going to fire Dougie P. How has that not happened yet? That's weird. They're utter butt. The Raiders are just horrible. That's gouge your eyes out stuff. That's as bad as Mark Davis's haircut. The Titans. Does this team exist anymore? Like, why would you watch the Titans this year? They're horrible. And the Giants, they've gone from Danny Dimes to, Tommy DeVito. I was going to call him Danny DeVito because, to be honest, you might as well start playing Danny DeVito at QB instead of Danny Dimes. That's how bloody bad he's been. And the Carolina Panthers. Look, Bryce Young, he's fine. Let him go. He might get up into the next couple of tiers, though, in the next couple of weeks. The next tier, though, more cooked than one of my old man snags. That is the New Orleans Saints. They've got the Rizzler in charge. He's out there clogging toilets, and they're winning games. It's awesome. I'm here. He's got to clog a toilet in every stadium he goes to for the rest of the season. His ears are down by his bloody chin, but he can clog up a good toilet. The Cowboys, they are just, look, if their bloody stadium isn't like shining sunshine into their own players' eyes, it's falling apart and nearly killing folks. That was insane. Oh, you can't tell me about that, Jerry Jones. Oh, I'm just saying, it's not my Cowboy Stadium is falling apart. Yes, it is, Jerry. You're going to kill somebody, idiot. The Chicago Bears, they're just cooked. They stink. Caleb Williams is like, oh, what is going on, man? He's got his painted fingernails. The rest of the team hates him. But at least they fired Shane Waldron. Fire Matt Eberflus. He stinks. And my beloved Patriots, they are cooked, but at least they're they show you a little bit of something. Like, they're not gouge your eyes out. It's terrible. Kind of. Not yet. Anyway, struggling, but there's a heartbeat. The Niners. What the hell happened to this team? How did they cook that game against Seattle? Geno Smith tore them apart down the stretch. It was ridiculous. Come on, Niners. I still kind of believe, but geez. The Bengals, they are on their last legs, Joey B and co. The Dolphins, suddenly there's a bit of life there. It's like, the opposite of a Japanese fishing fleet, isn't it? It's like going to get them back to life. Sure. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, speaking of Pirates, what do we got? They're kind of still just alive because the NFC South stinks. You've got the Seattle Seahawks. They got a massive win last week. The entire NFC West could just be in the struggling, but there's a heartbeat territory because they all have a heartbeat. And the Colts, somehow, they've gone from we need to focus in on the playoffs and start Joe Flacco. He goes 0-2 to old Smoking Joe, and they bring back Tony Richardson. He's not Anthony until he earns it, and they won a game. They did beat the Jets, but still. Okay, but a bit worried. This is a fun tier because, I don't know, they're okay-ish, but I'm a bit worried. That's what it says on the tin, you see. Green Bay! What the hell was that? They nearly cooked that Chicago game, pulled it out of their rear end, and they're still okay. But I don't know how. The same goes for Washington. They were 7-2. Now they're 7-4. Jaden Daniels is like me getting off the couch, just groaning, just going, oh, geez, everything hurts. Atlanta, they're just bad. Their defense stinks, but they're okay-ish. And they're on top of their division. The Rams, they've at least got Sean McVay and a functioning offense. That's good. I'm a bit worried because I don't know about that defense. They let the Pats hang around way too long this week. It was bad, Rams. Bad. Legit playoff teams. The Vikings, I cannot wait to watch the Vikings lose in the first round of the playoffs. They're going to make it. They've got an awesome record, but they're not very good. I'm just saying. The Texans as well. They're just, what is that team? They eventually got by the Cowboys, but really, what are they doing? CJ Stroud has this quizzical look on his face every week of what? Who is, what? What are we doing? And nobody knows. But they keep winning, so that's fine. They'll be in the playoffs. I don't think they're very good, though. The Chargers, however, that is a fun team. My beloved Juzzy Herbs. He's now the best running back in the NFL. I love him. Ladd McConkey's out there. He's got one of the best names in the NFL, and he's catching game-winning touchdowns. What a legend, Ladd McConkey. Just say his name 3 times. He's going to pop up like Beetlejuice. Arizona Cardinals, they're fun. Kyler Murray still looks like a toddler running around with a loaf of bread, but They're basically in prime position in the NFC West at the moment because no one else wants to win it. And the Denver Broncos, Bo Nix, is he going to ruin my Jaden Daniels Offensive Player of the Year award thing? He might. They're awesome. Their defense is solid. Bo Nix is okay. And Sean Payton's still good. The bloody good tier. Supie? ? The Eagles. NFL Australia co-host Gaz is just absolutely up and about to the point where he went to the Gold Coast. I don't know. He's probably going to go see an Eagles game up there. Thing is, the Eagles, their defense is awesome. And that is worrying for everybody else in the NFC, isn't it? I'll tell you that much. The Ravens, they're bloody good, but they can't beat the Steelers. They just can't beat the Steelers. That's their entire vibe. Lamar Jackson, look, he's got problem pooping his pants, and he does it against the Steelers as well. You just got to fix that diet, Lamar. And the bloody good Supie, the last one on this tier, is the actual aforementioned Pittsburgh Steelers. The problem is they've got Russell Wilson as their QB. I don't know. What's the difference between Russell Wilson and a spud? One's married to Ciara. Well, that's basically Sierra. That's it, isn't it? And raising another man's kid. Good on you, Russell. You're a good bloke. Anyway, the final tier, the best tier, the elite tier, smashing tins and stacking wins. We've got a new addition. It's like that boy band. Remember them? Anyway, Kansas City. They lost this week, Jim. I don't care. They've still got a million wins. The Buffalo Bills. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. How good was that? That was a huge win over the Chiefs. Thing is, as I said in this week's NFL Australia, it's just lulling the Bills into a false sense of security where the Chiefs will just whomp them in the playoffs anyway. But then the other one, the Detroit Football Lions. Did you know that this is the first time in history they are Super Bowl favorites? Ever! The Detroit Footballing Lions. They've won 8 straight. They're awesome. I love me some Jared Goff. They're unreal. So the Lions are smashing out these amazing wins, and you should be smashing NFL Australia or I'll smash you.